name is Matt, and welcome to the Pixelated Popcorn Podcast. We're here for another week.
We are. Seriously, a lot has freaking happened since last week. Now, we formally want to apologize. We had said in our last stream that we were going to do another stream about day 2 of Summer Game
Yeah,
Fest.
but it was shit. There was nothing.
It was shit. There was nothing. Yeah, literally, you're right. There was nothing. There was nothing that was freaking happening. And we decided just not to do it because, like, again, I'd rather report important stuff that you guys like, more than report stuff that was kind of
mediocre.
But
It was very mediocre.
Very mediocre. Honestly, again, go check out our previous live stream. We talked about Summer Games Fest. I was really disappointed with it. It just wasn't. This wasn't good.
Sorry, I'm just checking the audio for us. Anyway, keep going. What were you saying?
Right. So, God, a lot happened while we've been away
since Saturday night.
Since Saturday night, we've had two we've had two showcases. We had two of them. Well, we had one, but I wasn't really interested because you were, and I know you want to talk about it. But we'll jump into that. We've got a lot to cover. First and foremost, goddamn Xbox Showcase. Holy.
I was going to say before we even get to the Xbox Showcase, let's just go with a few announcements, I guess.
Few announcements, okay. What do we got? What do you got for me?
Well, your free games for the month.
Yes. What do we got? Free games for the month.
Well, you've got your PlayStation free games for this month. Let me bring it up. I know that in part of the not the legacy, but the expansion pass kind of thing is Tomb Raider Legends.
Yes, I did see that.
Sorry, give me a minute. I'm trying to bring it up.
Sorry, guys. He's having some technical difficulties. This happens with us, guys. This is the normal thing. We always get technical freaking difficulties.
No, it's not technical difficulties. This is just me trying to find the fucking thing.
My God.
Trying to find the stuff because I was not prepared. I was watching The Acolyte and went, oh, fuck, look at the time.
Yeah. I was working on stuff and then you'd message me and you're like, oh, shit, we have a show tonight. Right, while he's trying to find stuff, we've got some new trailers that have popped up. Particularly one that I was just watching. There's a new trailer for
The Thing.
Oh God, will you calm down? Let me talk first. Stop interrupting me. So the new trailer announcement for Arcane Season 2. If you really love League of Legends, and I freaking loved Arcane, it was really good. I don't even play League of Legends. I really loved it. So straight up, new trailer just dropped. Go watch it. If you love Arcane, if you love League of Legends, even if you haven't played the game, it's still really good. I recommend it.
All right, I've got the games up.
Got it?
Yep. So the PlayStation free game, the PlayStation Plus free games for June 2024 have been confirmed, and they were available on the 4th of June. So we probably should have done that last week, but we didn't.
Yeah.
But Streets of Rage 4, AEW Fight Forever, SpongeBob SquarePants: The Cosmic Shake are your main free games for this month. On top of that, all PlayStation Plus members will be able to download a Roblox pack, including an avatar for a character called Felix Freezebeard the Yeti.
Okay.
But
cool. So,
what's leaving this month is Ghost Runner 2, Tunic. Oh, not Tunic.
Yeah, but his thing, guys. If you have an Xbox Game Pass, Tunic is still on Xbox Game Pass, and also
Tunic.
Ghost Runner 2 is on Xbox as well.
Destiny 2 Lightfall, as mentioned as well. EA Sports FC, because they can no longer call it FIFA, for this year. The 2024 one, will remain available for download until 18th of June. So
cool.
There's that.
Yep.
But for the classics catalog, you also get Tomb Raider Legend, Star Wars: The Clone Wars, Sly Cooper: The Thievius Raccoonus.
Yes! Oh my god. I'm excited to I didn't tell you.
You bought it.
I got Essential. I actually got the month to month Essential so I can play the classic games.
Nice. How'd you get the money
And
for
I
that?
was
Have you
I
watched
asked
The
my
Acolyte yet?
no, because I asked my dad nicely for about $20.
If you are also a premium member and own a PSVR 2 headset, fuck off, bot.
No, we're not bots in this.
The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners chapters 1 and 2, Before Your Eyes, Ghostbusters: Rise of the Ghost Lord, Walkabout Mini Golf, and Synth Riders.
You know that Walking Dead Saints and Sinners one? I've actually seen a whole bunch of people roleplay the shit out of that VR game. It's really good. Like it's really good. I recommend it, guys. If you really like awesome like VR zombie combat with like a really structured world, Walking Dead Saints and Sinners is actually pretty damn good. I'm not gonna lie.
All right. A friend of mine just sent me some photos of some kittens.
Don't worry about that. We're trying to do a show.
For both
Be
premium
professional.
and extra subscribers, you will be able to access these games via the catalog on the date specified. Dredge, 29th of May.
Dredge. Awesome.
Lego Marvel Superheroes 2, 31st of May. Cricket 2024, 5th of June. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, the Definitive Edition.
Okay.
On the 7th of June.
Definitive Edition. I got excited for a second and then I realized that, Rockstar butchered that game. So I won't be playing them. Except Dredge, because I can play Dredge on my Switch, but if you like your Lovecraftian fishing games, or if you just love Lovecraftian, I recommend Dredge. It's also it's a fun little game to play. It is also on Xbox. It's also on the Switch, and it's on PlayStation 4. I don't know if it's on PS5. I don't think so.
Dredge.
I don't think Dredge is on PS5.
Well, it is technically because you'll be using the PS4 version.
Yes, you can use the PS4 version, which is fair. So, check out Dredge. Check out what was the other one? Lego Marvel Superheroes.
Yep. 2.
Yeah.
2.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Some cool games. All right games. A couple games that I would play. And again, I highly recommend if you can play the classics, play Sly Cooper, the Thievius Raccoonus. I have been wanting to play that game for years. I have not played it in a very long time, and now I can, which I'm going to be later on this evening after we finish our show. What else you got for me, Matt?
We also have for Xbox.
So we go for Game Pass.
Just loading it up now.
Mm-hmm.
Available from today. Octopath Traveler.
And I believe the sequel as well.
And Octopath Traveler 2 and Depersonalization.
I think I've heard of
what's new in Game Pass is Onzo?
Onzo?
The Callisto Protocol and Still Wakes the Deep.
Callisto Protocol. All right then. Okay. So no, I'll be checking out that.
Oh shit! I didn't think that was gonna happen. Fuck, I need to buy it then because I loved that fucking game. What's leaving Game Pass on the 15th of June? Bramble the Mountain King. That's not the one. High on Life is leaving Game Pass.
I've already got it downloaded so I can keep it so it doesn't leave. Wait. Oh.
It will.
It will. I've got to buy it.
You have to buy it.
Yeah, I just downloaded it. I really want to play it.
Have you not played it yet?
No, I've played it.
Oh, good.
I got pretty far into it, but then I kind of, other games came out and I kind of lost interest and I never really got to finish it. Powell. But no, High Life is awesome. It's from the creators of Rick and Morty, and it's literally the voice of Morty is, one of the main voices for your gun, which talks to you, which is hilarious.
Love it.
But
love it.
damn, I didn't know it was
Rune Factory 4 Special, Space Lines from the Far Out, and the Bookwalker Thief of Tales is leaving Game Pass this month.
The Bookwalker one has been on there for a while. It looks interesting, but I don't know. Just never really jumped into it. There's a bunch of is there, okay? Notice what the difference between Xbox Game Pass and the and PlayStation Plus is that there's a difference in games. a lot of indie games come to Xbox Game Pass, but also they have a wide variety of games that are available, and it. I'm not trying to steer anybody towards Xbox. You guys can make your own decisions, but I'm just telling you the facts about there's a massive difference between PlayStation Plus's subscription service and also Microsoft's subscription services.
Yep.
At the end of the day, make your opinion, make your own choice.
I don't really have anything. Oh, we got Mega Man Collection stuff coming to the Game Boy section for the Nintendo Online, Switch Online expansion.
I figured that. Yeah, I mean, Nintendo. I haven't really delved into Nintendo Switch Online.
It's because I haven't paid it. That's why. I have not paid for it recently, so you have lost access, my friend. Sounds about that.
Rip. It's okay. I haven't touched my Switch in ages.
I forgot about my Switch recently too. But yeah, those are the games that are coming and leaving the platforms that you will probably be streaming from.
So check out those games if you haven't played them yet. Try to get a couple hours in. If you really like it, then you can purchase it and then you own it. And new games coming in, I'll definitely check them out. Particularly the Callisto Protocol. I know they didn't get good reviews. I know but I'm interested because I did play the demo. It looks pretty cool. It's a pretty good horror game. It's just I know that a lot of the combat for it was quite clunky.
Never played it.
Right. Yeah, it's okay. It's from the same it's from the original creators of Dead Space.
Okay.
So yeah, if you're interested, yeah, try it out. It's actually pretty good.
Oh.
All right. So let's jump in because Xbox just hit their showcase.
Yep.
And I really want to talk about it because oh my god. Xbox came for blood, and
I think they finally figured out how to do a direct.
Yeah, they figured it out all right, and they literally showboated, and it worked. Considering the amount of games they announced, I'll read off a couple off the bat. I won't read them all off until we delve into them, because we'll go over one by one, give a brief little summary, and then we'll keep going. So we're getting, basically, State of Decay 3 is finally happening. They're actually doing State of Decay 3. If you haven't played State of Decay, I recommend it. It's a really awesome kind of player versus environment, co-op, team up with your friends, and literally try to build a base and survive the zombie world. It's actually really good. I played the original State of Decay and its sequel, and this one looks to be just taking the power of the Xbox Series X and just bringing it and overhauling it, and it's really damn good. Another one as well, South of Midnight looks pretty cool. I didn't.
What was that one? Sorry.
South of Midnight.
Okay.
That's an interesting one. Starfield is actually getting DLC. It's called Starfield Shattered Space. Looks to take on a horror aspect, which I thought it's a really interesting concept and approach to Starfield.
Not sure. I'm not sure.
I've always liked cosmic horror. That's one of my favorite genres. I mean, for freaking Event Horizon is one of my favorite horror films in cosmic. So I definitely can. I might suss that out.
I didn't enjoy Starfield. I tried.
I appreciate Starfield, but it ain't no Star Citizen. It's nothing like Star Citizen.
Do you know what it felt like for me?
Did it feel like you're just playing Skyrim again?
No, it felt like No Man's Sky with a Halo.
There was
a Halo cover over the top of it.
Honestly, Starfield to me just felt like original No Man's Sky at first release. They had much more restricted stuff. Like the fact that you just can't land on a planet without a loading screen, because as we all know, Bethesda loves their loading screens. They glorify over them. I swear to God, sometimes, particularly some of the ones I faced in Fallout, particularly Fallout 4, endless loading screens in the elevator. Oh my God.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Oh, now another one. I'll just read this off. This be just another little tease into this showcase. If you're a World of Warcraft fan, I know a lot of people are. There is another expansion coming called the War.
To Xbox. No, I'm joking.
To it. So
I'm surprised they're not going to do that. To be perfectly honest.
No, but hey, they might throw a curveball and actually put it on the console. You never know.
I don't think they will.
All right, so let's jump in. Let's jump into this showcase. So first and foremost, I'll read up. So how we're going to do it this time is we'll take turns reading one. I'll read one. Matt will read one, and we'll just go down the list until we get to the end.
You flick it through to
How's
me.
that? Sure. Give me a second. This one, let me get the article. Give me a sec.
While we're at it, did you end up watching the trailer for The Thing?
I did. Holy crap! It was fucking terrifying. I never got to play the original because I was too scared to freaking play it because The Thing freaks me out.
Someone
man.
that's a horror fan. And someone
Thing
that's not.
freaks me out. The Thing freaks me out. Just the concept of this alien like shapeshifter that can take on the shape of any single human being. It's just this. The thing that freaks me out the most in the original, when the dogs get infected, that shit messed me up, man. That shit was just too much.
He was
for
already
my
infected
brain.
at that point. You know that, right?
I know, but still.
Have you seen the prequel?
I have not seen the prequel. I've heard it's really good, but
Oh, I wouldn't say it's really good.
I hear it's okay. I hear it's okay.
We all went into it thinking this was a remake, right? And then right at they never promoted it as a prequel to a prequel to The Thing. They never promoted it that way.
Really?
It came. You only figure it out right at the end of the movie when the Norwegian guy gets into the helicopter and starts firing off at this dog that just started running away, and you're like, "Fuck me!" That's the beginning of the film.
Yeah, but I will say one thing though. There is one part in the original film that's my favorite part. It's right. It's one of my even the original film's amazing. There's awesome scenes, but this is one of my favorite parts. The dread at the end when it's just McCready and him sitting in that wreckage of the whole facility. It's on fire and they're just sitting there, and it's just ends.
Well, the game,
And
I'm
at
pretty sure, is post that movie.
Yes,
I'm pretty sure
like
it's
that.
post.
Cool. Now, the cool thing I like the most is Keith David has said that straight up. That in that scene, he believes McCready. He believes that his character is not infected. I think that's what he said. I got to look the video up again. But we'll talk more about The Thing later on. But right now, let's jump in. I'll read up the first.
But you can watch my reaction to the video too.
Yes, you freaked out. It was in our previous live stream. You were like, "Hold the phone! What? I already just talked about this. Did I manifest this?"
Well, there's that, and then there's the trailer reaction as well with it added onto that.
Good.
So yeah.
So Age of Mythology Retold. This is a very old franchise, Age of Empires type, but this is more to do with gods and beasts and stuff like that. I remember playing the original back in the day on my old freaking PC. So World's Edge, the award-winning studio behind the Age of Empires franchise, showcased a trailer truly mythical proportions with a first look at gameplay from the upcoming Age of Mythology Retold. Now, Age of Mythology Retold, it's going to combine the best elements of the beloved Age of Mythology from 2002. God, that's
I'm just looking at it now. Yeah.
2 decades ago. Now it's going to have modern real-time strategy design, visuals, and gameplay. It's also in this newly premiered trailer at the showcase of 2024. It revealed its first gameplay footage, showing off exciting action and divine powers, as well as some newly redesigned deity portraits. The World's Edge team also confirmed the launch date for Age of Mythology Retold, September 4th, 2024. So we've only got a few months until this game launches.
Okay.
And that this will be the first title in the Age of Empires franchise to ship out on both PC and console at launch. So there will be no wait. You will get both at PC and console at the same time. That is a first.
I'll try that. I'll try it.
Yeah.
I'll play it on PC.
Yeah. Age of Mythology Retold is available pre-order now. So pre-orders are available. And
why am I going to pre-order if I can get on Game Pass?
That is true. All right, next.
Okay, is Avowed offers a new look at its captivating story. So this year, brace yourself for an expedition into the uncharted wilds of the Living Lands in Obsidian Entertainment's Avowed. In a brand new story trailer, we learned more about the incredible journey we'll be taking later this year, and met Giata, one of the game's four companions. As an envoy of the Adoran Empire, you are tasked with stopping the Dream Scourge a mysterious blight wreaking havoc on the tumultuous frontier. You really gave me the one with the fucking hard words, didn't you?
I didn't expect it to have hard words.
Your soul hangs in the balance as you navigate the chaos of living lands and embrace its wonders. Prepare for an expedition into the perilous.
Perilous.
Thank you. Captivating, and utterly bizarre unknown where you will forge your destiny and shape the fate of the frontier. Avowed will be released sometime this year.
And also, you can learn more about it on the game story on Xbox, whatever they have. Anyway, next one. Oh God, Call of Duty Black Ops 6 Direct reveals campaign, multiplayer, zombies details. I can't believe there's a Black Ops 6.
9/11. 9/11.
Oh, I saw that. Holy. Now,
it looks like it's
Xbox
heading that
is-
direction. I don't think they will.
100%.
They might
Yeah,
not
I don't
because
think
of how
any.
much of an impact it is. But it's also Call of Duty. They always do something as a shock factor. So who
They
the
do
fuck
so
knows?
much
It's
as a
in
shock,
the it's
yeah.
roughly in the time period.
I'm kind of glad they're going back to Black Ops and not sticking with Modern Warfare because after Modern
Have
Warfare
you heard
3,
the rumor though of how much it's going to take up?
it's going to take up at least about 384 gigabytes.
Apparently.
That's huge. That is. I hope that's wrong. I really hope that's wrong. But let's jump into.
Well,
this.
it may or may not be because the rumor about it is because it also adds on Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3 in the installation files, so you can play Warzone. Because remember, you still can't play Warzone as a single fucking thing. You have to buy the games to get a part of Warzone. It's a whole bullshit thing.
It's bullshit when you can literally download Warzone on Microsoft and PlayStation stores separately. You can.
You can?
I have seen it.
Then why
Yes,
do you
you
need
can.
the fucking content to? I don't get it.
Money. That's why it's probably full of freaking microtransactions and locked content. That's already
Here's
on
the
the
question
disc.
for you: was this the story that we're supposed to get for Modern Warfare 3?
Probably. Who freaking knows? Modern Warfare 3 was a disaster anyway. But anyway, let's jump into it.
The
So,
new one, not the
it's official.
original.
Yeah, the new one, not the original one, the new one. So it's official. Call of Duty Black Ops 6, the latest addition to the popular Call of Duty franchise, is set to arrive October 25th. So literally a couple months away. It's being developed by Treyarch and Raven Software. Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is a spy action thriller where nothing is what it seems. In this mind-blowing narrative set up in the early 1990s, a shadowy force has infiltrated the US governments and players will be forced to go rogue for the first time. We've already gone rogue before, so how is this a different? All right.
Yeah.
So, in addition to the compelling new campaign, Call of Duty Black Ops 6 features new innovations like Omni Movement, giving players the ability to sprint, slide, and dive in any direction and move like a Black Ops action hero across all game modes. Omni Movement? That isn't it what normally you do in this game? You just normally sprint and slide in any direction. That's literally just normal freaking. Okay, whatever. All right. So we've got including the return of classic prestige theater mode and of course round-based zombies. There's something for everyone. So Call of Duty Black Ops 6 launches on Xbox Series XS, Xbox One, PlayStation 5 and 4, and PC October 25th. You can play it for the first time ever. Play it on day one on a selected Game Pass plans. Game Pass Ultimate, Game Pass PC, Game Pass Console. That's a first. I've never seen a Call of Duty game get on Game Pass before. This is a first.
This is the first, yeah.
And honestly, I think it's the right thing to do because because remember, as we said, you know, when they acquired when freaking Xbox acquired Activision, they acquired more debt. So now they've got to pay back that debt that they did. Right.
I
Now
fucked up.
this one I know you're.
I fucked up.
What'd you do?
I forgot to clip the other two.
Oh God! Right.
So we're starting from this one, okay?
do you want me to read the next one?
I can do it.
All right, because you need to, because it's a game that we're both interested in.
Doom: The Dark Ages
Dark
comes to
Ages.
Xbox in 2025. Revealed worldwide today, Doom: The Dark Ages heralds the return of the unstoppable Doomslayer in this upcoming single-player dark fantasy action FPS from legendary ID Software. The prequel to Doom 2016, Doom the Dark Ages, puts players behind the visor of the Mighty Slayer as they battle demonic hordes in grounded, hard hitting combat inside an epic cinematic tale of gods, kings, and monsters. Supplementing his superhuman skills and over the top arsenal, the Slayer will also call upon his colossal Atlan mech to brawl with titanic beasts and retake the skies abroad. His ferocious steed, a jet-fueled cybernetic war dragon. Don your shotgun, shield, sword, and flail, and charge headfirst into battle in 2025 when Doom: The Dark Ages arrives on Xbox Game Pass, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. Add Doom to the Dark Ages to your wishlist via the Microsoft Store.
Dude, how do you feel about Dark Ages?
I'm keen.
I'm so keen. I love Doom. I love the reinvention of Doom, particularly around Doom 2016. I remember when I sinking my teeth into that game for the first time, and I was like, holy shit, this is really freaking cool. And then Eternal just changed everything. They upped the fucking weapons, they made the movement better. You literally felt like the Doom Slayer. And the DLC they did for Eternal with the expansion
I
pack,
never got to play
the
DLC.
expansion. Never got, dude. I literally played it. It was so freaking good. And now the Dark Ages. I love this. A prequel, kind of going back in time and seeing, the fact that they're giving Doom, they're giving the Doom Slayer not only his trademark double-barreled shotgun, but also a freaking shield, a flail. It's like Captain America, but instead of just using a vibranium shield, he's using a fucking a saw shield and just cutting demons in half. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I'm so keen, man. Holy crap. Right. Next up, this is a freaking old game, and the fact that it's actually getting a new installment this year. That it's getting a new installment. Not this year, probably next year. Playground Games asks, what does it mean to be a hero in the next installment of its fabled trailer series? Now, what does it mean to be a hero? In last year's trailer, that question was answered by Dave, a gardener-turned-giant with a chip on his shoulder. This year, we get a much darker take from Humphrey, played by British comedian actor Matt King. Humphrey was once Albion's greatest hero, but his glory days are long gone. In Fable, Humphrey will be forced out of retirement when a mysterious figure from his past threatens the very existence of Albion. Playground Games also confirms its collaboration with Eidos Montreal, who will be supporting the ongoing development of Fable, which will be coming to players next year. For wish list and more, visit Xbox website /Fable.
Man, Fable. I'm excited. I loved Fable growing up.
I love the original Fable too, man. I remember when I played it for the first time and I loved it.
I didn't play Fable 3 though.
Yeah, I did. You didn't trust me. You're not missing out much. It wasn't good. It was just.
Yeah, you mentioned that the other day when we were talking about this.
It's just not good. It's really kind of rinse and repeat. You kind of follow a singular path towards your goals, fight a few enemies, and they have this weapon morphing thing, where your weapons just when you eventually level up, your weapon kind of changes, and it can change into something you really hate. Yeah, but I won't delve more into it. Just if you ever get the chance, maybe try out Fable 3. But,
the last trailer we had what's his name? He played Moss in the IT Crowd. He's in this.
Yes, he is.
Fuck, what's his name? I can't remember the top of my head right now. Richard Ayoade. Because he's also in The Mighty Boosh. Yeah, he's in this.
Maurice Moss.
Yeah, Richard Ayoade is his.
Yeah, Richard Ayoade. Yeah, he's in The Mighty Boosh as well.
Yeah, so he's in Fable, in this new one coming out. So I'm really excited to get it. After last year's trailer, that was the main reason not the main reason. The main reason is for what's coming up later in this section of why I got an Xbox. But I wanted to play more Fable, so.
Yeah, of course. And now they also announced at this showcase as well, there's now going to be a new digital-only Xbox Series X.
Yeah, wish I waited.
Yeah, well, hey, I can buy it if I want.
Or I buy it, you can have my Series S. Just stay.
You
with
really
something.
think so?
Just saying some. Just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying.
You can just say it, but it's not going to happen. Anyway, let's jump in. You got to do the next one.
Oh
Trying
man.
to steal my friggin' Xbox if I ever get one.
Wait, person in the chat, if you are a bot, come say hi. And if so, maybe you can answer my question I'm about to ask, or you are. Can you play Game Pass on Steam Deck?
That's a good
Or
question.
is it a workaround?
That's a good question. I'm actually going to look that up myself. That's actually a very good question. Can you play Game Pass on Steam Deck?
Because I'm very
Okay.
curious.
While Steam Deck doesn't support Game Pass directly, if you can install Microsoft Edge and modify it to launch Xbox Cloud Gaming, which will allow you to stream most Xbox Game Pass within the web browser. Literally, so the Steam Deck doesn't support.
So
Game
it's a
Pass
workaround.
It's a workaround. There is a workaround for it. It doesn't support it directly, but it's a workaround. Of course, it's always a workaround.
Yeah, just like, did you know there's a workaround to watch YouTube or Netflix while playing a game on PlayStation 5?
I did not know that.
Yeah. There's a secret
Have you
browser.
figured it out?
Yeah, I figured it out. Of course I have.
Oh, so instead of using the YouTube app, you just use the browser.
Which is hidden. There's a hidden browser. You can't find the browser. You have to message someone with a Google link or a YouTube link or a Netflix link and then click that
Oh.
to access the hidden browser. Yeah.
Okay, I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's interesting. All right, so let's jump back in. You've got to read off a new one. This is actually a pretty cool one, surprisingly.
Gears of War E-Day is the next mainline game in the Gears of War universe, set during the pivotal emergence day 14 years before Gears of War. War heroes Marcus Phoenix and Dom Santiago return home to face a new nightmare: the Locust Horde.
The Locust.
Thank you.
Locust Horde.
Thank you. These subterranean monsters, grotesque and relentless, erupt from below, laying siege on humanity itself. In the announced trailer for the series' next major installment, the Coalition has teamed up with Blur Studios to forge a visually stunning trailer using in-game assets in Unreal Engine 5. It features a new instrumental version of Mad World, originally performed by Gary Jules for the iconic 2006 commercial. Now brilliantly reimagined by the game's composer, Adam Lastiqua.
Lastiqua. I can't pronounce his last name. My apologies.
Lastiqua. Yeah, fuck that.
Lastic.
The trailer. Sorry. The trailer made its debut in 4K resolution and 30 FPS with 5.1 stereo sound. These specs optimized for streaming do not represent the final game's performance, though.
Excuse me. Oh, I get to read the next one. You're itching because you want to read it.
Go ahead.
New Indiana Jones trailer for the new trailer for Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. I'm already excited for the Great Circle. It already looks impressive.
Oh,
I know
you have followed this trek with me.
I know you are still mixed about it, but I know your opinion has changed after seeing some of its gameplay. Now,
yeah.
Look, honestly,
throughout this whole thing, since this got announced, and we've talked about it on here before.
You want it in third person.
I want it in third person, but I'm leaning a bit more into it, and you know what? I think the main reason why now, after seeing this trailer, and gameplay stuff, and being a bit more okay with it being in first person, is at the moment I'm playing Cyberpunk.
Yeah, you need to play it more than anything so once you play it, you can give your final judgment on it.
Oh no, that I agree with, but I'm just saying. I think right now, what's made me lean more into being okay with it is the fact that I'm playing Cyberpunk, and that game's first person.
Exactly. Oh goodness. Now, let me read this off. You become the famous archaeologist and face off against sinister forces as you fight to uncover the truth behind the history's greatest mysteries in Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Brand new gameplay and a scene from a pivotal moment in the game will debuted during the Xbox showcase. An intercepted message sends Indy and Gina to the Himalayas, where their treacherous trek through the mountain leads them to a startling discovery. You can play Indiana Jones and the Great Circle day one on Game Pass when it launches later this year on Xbox Series X and S and on PC.
Okay, so the whole thing though was about 10 minutes though, right? The whole clip was like 10 minutes of footage. I honestly thought that was Marion at one point. Her design looks like Marion at one point from Raiders, but it's not her. She sounds more Russian, doesn't she?
Yeah, she sounds Russian. I'm interested. I mean, the thing that blows me away the most is the voice for Indy. I know it's Troy Baker.
Yeah, he's nailing Harrison Ford.
He's nailing, especially like he's just like the way Harrison Ford has this absolutely iconic voice, particularly when it comes to Indiana Jones, Han Solo, any of the type of movies he's done. Seriously, the fact that Troy Baker has actually nailed that voice for Indy and it sounds like Harrison Ford blows me away. And the fact that they got the likeness for young Indiana Jones, and like it looks just like Harrison, it's crazy to me.
Here's the question for you. Because of, I guess this all depends on how Indiana Jones goes. Would you be up for a standalone Han Solo Chewbacca game with Troy Baker playing him?
I mean, if Troy Baker can voice Harrison perfectly in Indiana Jones, and here's the thing, okay? Is there stories you can tell with Han Solo and Chewbacca during the Solo years before, maybe you could tell where they've been, after Return of the Jedi?
It could be that, or it could be before.
Could be before as well. I would like that. Have it the aspect, like honestly, I need to see how Indiana Jones does, and also I need to see how Star Wars Outlaws does as well, because
that's true.
Both those games can nail it with the open world Star Wars, and also how good the voice is for Indiana Jones. I'm 100% interested.
I mean, I'll be very much interested. That's for sure. I would like it. But I would actually 100%. Prefer to have that as a third person. But
yeah,
I don't know. What are your thoughts about this though?
About about Indiana Jones
being in first person and third person.
Honestly, I like it because I love first person games. I reckon it puts you in the driver's seat. It makes you feel like the character compared to, third person, which again, I play a lot of third person. I play a lot of third person games, but I also play a lot of first person games.
Yeah,
and I can understand what they're trying to do. They've done a third person Indiana Jones game in the past, a long time ago.
They've done quite a few of those.
Yeah, but I love what Bethesda's trying to do here with this Indiana Jones. They're putting you in the shoes of Indy. You can see how everything is. I reckon it's going to be cool. And the fact that they have cinematic shots in third person to show how, the full collapse of the characters and how they've made Indy in that. And
I guess that's the thing that just still bugs me is that, okay, so you've made it that part. So why can't you make it an option to work as both if you choose to? I guess that's the only thing that still bugs me. But as I said, playing Cyberpunk at the moment has made me have a bit more of an appreciation of first-person stuff.
The thing that I believe, and even though they have not said anything about that, I think, and they might even add it, where, they could say, people will be like, hey, I love this game, but I want to play in third person. Can we get a third person option? Fuck, they can literally swing around and say, yeah, we just added it. There you go. Now you can play in third person if you want. I mean, think about this. So, I remember this is kind of similar. This is a different situation, but they added it when the Nintendo Switch literally turned on Bluetooth on all their devices.
Yeah, that was fucking weird.
That was weird, but also
it's like you're telling me that we've had these devices that we've had to buy from my Switch so I can use Bluetooth, and it's had it this whole fucking time, and it took them what? That happened last year?
2 years ago.
2 years ago? Even worse.
Yeah.
we're right near the end of the life cycle of the Switch for you to turn on the
know.
Bluetooth. Like, what? But the main important thing that is though is Indiana Jones and the Great Circle will be day one on Game Pass when it launches later this year on
Yeah.
PC and Xbox. But let us know what your guys' thoughts are. So be interested to see what you guys think.
Hell yeah! All right, you've got the next one. Very interesting one, actually.
Yeah, look, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 is the next installment of the Microsoft Flight Simulator franchise. It is the most ambitious consumer flight simulator ever undertaken. It features the largest, most diverse, and detailed fleet of aircraft, the most complete representation of airports and air traffic, and the most visually stunning rendition of Earth ever created. This brand new simulator is designed to take advantage of the latest technologies in simulation, cloud, machine learning, graphics, and gaming. Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 goes beyond merely operating the aircraft. It will allow simmers to pursue their dream of aviation career. With features like aerial firefighting, search and rescue, commercial flights, remote cargo ops, BIP charter service, air racing, and more, simmers will not only be experiencing the joy of flight, but also dive into the pilot career they always dreamed of. The sky is calling. Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 takes off on PC and Xbox X and S on November 19th.
It looked
Will
really
be available
good.
with Game Pass on console.
It looked really, really good.
And it will be available on day one.
I watched I legit watched like gameplay for it and like the trailer, and even though I'm not big on most simulators besides Power Wash Simulator, that was fun. This looks
Goat
really
Simulator,
detailed.
man. What the fuck are you talking about?
Goat Simulator. I never got to play Goat Simulator.
Oh, really? You should play 3. It's fun.
I know. I've heard 3 is quite fun. But straight up, I was blown away by how detailed.
I was blown away with last year's one.
Yeah, 2023 one was really good.
Have you never played it?
I've never played it.
Interesting.
I have never played. I've never ever played Microsoft Flight Simulator. I've heard good things about it, but I've never played it. I'll have to suss it out, see if it's any good.
All right. Well, that comes out launch date on November 18th on Game Pass on PC and cloud. So go and play that. All right. Next up, you bastard. You get the good ones.
Oh man, this is my day, isn't it?
I feel like you calculated. Okay, so he talks here, and then I talk here. And, okay, so I get that one, that one, that one.
I did not. Okay, guys, I did not freaking. Really? You really think I'm capable of that? Oh, get fucked. Right. So, Perfect Dark. I was not expecting this. I was not expecting a completely and utterly reboot of this franchise that started back on the original Nintendo 64. Fuck, I've even got to download it on my Xbox so I can play it. I've been playing the original, the Nintendo 64 version.
You've been playing it?
Yes, it's on Game Pass.
I know it's on Game Pass, yeah.
I've been playing it, dude. It's so good. But now we're getting a new one, and already I'm on board. Like, it looks good. So, let's go. Today, we got a first look at gameplay from Perfect Dark, the initiative's highly anticipated reboot of the Secret Agent series featuring the iconic Joanna Dark. In the near future, Earth is struck by a series of global disasters, bringing ecosystems around the world to the verge of collapse. In the all-new Perfect Dark game, you experience the journey of Joanna Dark, a Datadyne's elite agent, as she hunts down the world's most wanted criminal, Daniel Carrington, to uncover the secrets, they uncover the mysteries behind the technological breakthroughs that could threaten the lives of millions of people. The new trailer shows off Joanna's descent into the game's Cairo setting, offers a glimpse at the mysteries behind a near-future ecological sci-fi story, and introduces us to a game that blends fluid traversal, gadgets, close quarters combat, gunplay, stealth, and more to create the ultimate secret agent experience. Goddamn, I was pumped watching that whole goddamn trailer. Like, I remember everything. They took aspects of freaking Dying Light's climbing mechanics and running mechanics, the
Yeah.
the parkour things that
Yeah.
which I loved in Dying Light 2. I'm on board. This game looks really cool. It's also Perfect Dark. I love Perfect Dark. It was the rival shooter next to GoldenEye on the original Nintendo 64. And yeah, I'm excited for a new aspect into this. So, you've got the next one, buddy.
Yeah, I do. But I am really excited for Perfect Dark.
Oh, hell
I
yeah.
do
so
remember
am I.
playing that back in the day. All right.
This one I was interested in, and I think you might be too. It's a very interesting game.
So South of Midnight is the beautiful third-person action-adventure game from We Happy Few creators, Compulsion Games. Showed off its first gameplay trailer during the show ahead of its launch in 2025. We meet Hazel and her newly revealed companion, Catfish, as they travel through a flooded area inspired by Mississippi Delta, and quickly find themselves facing down one of the game's monster kings. Meet Two-Toed Tom, a gigantic albino alligator with a powerful hunger and even his own theme song. What? I didn't see this.
Dude, the gameplay for it's really cool. It's actually freaking awesome. I highly recommend
I
it.
swear I'm reading a description for a new Conker's Bad Fur Day game, but okay.
It's actually pretty cool. It looks damn freaking awesome. So check it out after the show.
The trailer offers a look at combat and traversal, showing off Hazel's magical weaving powers, and gives us a taste of the game's darkly gorgeous Deep South setting. We were lucky enough to sit down with South Midnight developers and dive in deeper on the game. Check for that out on the Xbox Wire.
Yep. So, dude, I think you might like South of Midnight. It actually looks really damn cool. It's like, it's such a bizarre game, but also it's really kind of deep, kind of delving deep into like the the deep South of America, like Mississippi, Louisiana, all that type of things and that. And I like that. It's really cool. So yeah, check it out. You might like it.
Okay.
So, next one. Open world zombie survival game State of Decay 3 unveils new trailer. So, today, well, at the Xbox Game Showcase, Undead Labs revealed a new trailer for State of Decay 3, giving us a closer look at the ambitious open world zombie survival game. It's a follow up to a fan favorite. State of Decay 2 represents a huge leap forward for the series and the studio. Now, in State of Decay 3, the game's world is now years into the apocalypse, with an evolving zombie threat taking over the landscape. You must fight back and reclaim lost ground, carving out a life for your community of survivalists, homesteaders. Fans of the series might pick up on nods to some franchise staples in a new trailer. Brutal combat, cooperative battling back threats to the zombie group, to the survivor group, permadeath, opening a car door on a zombie while speeding down the road, which is so freaking satisfying to do. I have no idea. But the more you watch it, the more you can see hints of how State of Decay 3 will be the most ambitious game Undead Labs has ever envisioned. To learn more, check out Xbox Wire's exclusive interview feature. Goddamn, dude, it was really good. Like, the cool thing about State of Decay 1 and 2 is if you're driving your car and you didn't really want to damage your car by ramming into a zombie, you could literally use your car door as a freaking device and hit zombies while traveling at high speeds and take them out. So fucking satisfying.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah. So now we're moving on to world premieres and new games from the partners. So you've got the next one, and I think you'll be excited to read this one.
Yeah. So this is a game that's going to be coming up a lot tonight, unless we just all talk about it now.
Yeah. Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Assassin's Creed Shadows. Later on, so you said at the top we've got the Xbox Showcase, the Ubisoft.
We're going to be delving more into the Xbox.
Sorry,
Creed
the
Shadows.
Ubisoft Showcase.
Yeah, we got the Ubisoft board.
Ubisoft.
God's sake, I knew this would happen. I knew you were going to do this, and I fell right for it. So, guys, if you hear
and
this
then on
audio
top,
back, no, we can't.
and on top of that, we are also talking about the Apple event that happened yesterday too.
was about to say that, guys. If you listen back and you hear Matt say Ubisoft, but it's Ubisoft. There is a reason why, and we'll talk more about that when we talk about the Apple Showcase. Which
Oh no, we can talk about it now because this is when he fucking mentioned it.
Oh god. Oh yeah, that's right. Because Assassin's Creed Shadows are coming out.
Assassin's Creed Shadows isn't just coming to new generation
Console.
consoles; it is also coming to iPad as well.
How the hell is it gonna run on the iPad?
Hey, dude, I didn't even know this, but they released Assassin's Creed Mirage on the iPad as well. So
that's right, they did too. I remember that. I saw the trailer for it.
But yeah, Assassin's Creed Shadows coming to the iPad thanks to Apple Gaming and their new silicon stuff. But look, Assassin's Creed Shadows launches on November 15th for Xbox Series X and S, giving players a chance to explore 16th century Japan as Neo. And Adept. Can you fucking turn your shit off?
Sorry. I tapped the wrong button.
That's on the playback. That's been clipped.
Oops.
Motherfucker.
Rip.
An adept shinobi from the province of Iga, and Yasuki, right?
So
I can't pronounce Japanese shit properly. A powerful samurai and Assassin's Creed's first fully playable historical figure. Today's gameplay trailer gave fans their first glimpse at what's new in Assassin's Creed Shadows. We saw how two protagonists, Yasuki and Neo, will differ and complement one another in equipment and abilities, as well as the game's wider world. And Shadows' changing season staging for a full gameplay walkthrough reveal during the Ubisoft Forward.
How you feeling about the two protagonists? You have, how you feel about them with Yasuke and now I can't pronounce that name. My
apologies. I'm okay with it as long as it's done right.
Yeah, same with me. It's not gonna be like Syndicate with the brothers, with the siblings.
I mean, look, we've had games prior where we've had multiple protagonists. You look at
Grand Theft Auto, another example.
Grand Theft Auto, The Last of Us.
Yep.
I'd even kind of say Uncharted at one point, but
Yeah, because you could play Nate, but also you could play, you can play, eventually
you play as Sam.
Play as Sam.
And then Uncharted Lost Legacy, you play as Chloe and
yes,
I can't remember her name right now.
I forgot her name.
But
Naomi.
Yeah,
that's
what I think. That's what I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, I don't know. I'm kind of bored with Assassin's Creed stuff.
So am
I loved Mirage.
I didn't mind Mirage, but I could never finish it.
I love Mirage because it felt like it was back to its roots.
Yeah.
And that's what I really love the most.
That's what they said when they were doing it, that they was going back to their roots.
And I was playing it, I'm like, fuck, I've missed this type of Assassin's Creed stuff.
Yeah, the stealth aspect, the fact you can just kind of...
But the proper parkouring shit as well.
Yeah.
I do love that there is a setting in the game, though, where you can make it with the blue tinge. With the blue hint.
With the blue hint. Like
Love
the original Assassin's Creed.
Loved it.
All right, so let's jump on. We've got... Oh my god. We'll try to get through everything. We'll try, but there's a lot. Like I said. But some of it we'll cover, and a lot of it is going to be in the Ubisoft Forward as well.
Ubisoft.
We'll get through that. So, Adamfall. This is another one. Freaking Apple. Ugh. Right, so survive and explore and uncover the truth in Atomfall. This is coming from the creators of the Sniper Elite and the Zombie Army franchises. So Atomfall is set in the rolling British countryside with an idyllic pubs, quaint villages, and red phone boxes. It soon become clear that things are far from normal. Now, the developers, the makers behind it, called Rebellion, this game is inspired by a real-world nuclear disaster that occurred in northern England in 1957. This game follows a fictional storyline where you find yourself in the quarantine zone 5 years after the event. Now, you can explore the countryside and villages and settlements and meet odd people, wicked cults, rogue government agencies, and others along the way. You explore this open world adventure and seek out the truth at your own pace. A single player survival action game. Adamfall blends post war Britain with Cold War paranoia, folk horror, and elements of the classic British sci fi to create an immersive and thrilling gameplay experience. This game's going to be launching next year, Game Pass Day 1, also available on Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, and PC. So I'll be able to play it, and already I like it because it reminds me a lot of Metro Exodus. And also, a British, like, survive, instead of being like in a Russian setting or in a desolate desert, it's set in the British countryside after a nuclear event, which I think is pretty freaking cool.
Yeah, look, that sounds honestly really interesting. It's something I'm definitely really
The trailer for it
looking
was pretty
forward
good.
to, I guess.
The trailer for it actually looks really good. They showed off some gameplay for it. Again, I love Rebellion. I also love Sniper Elite. The amazing freaking bullet time for that game where you just shoot someone in the head. Freaking crazy. But this looks good. Honestly, I like folk horror.
So it's coming to Game Pass on day 1 next year.
Game Pass Day 1 next year, Xbox Series X and S, and Xbox One. So that'll be for next gen and current gen and previous gen. Again, Xbox Series X, PlayStation 5 are all current gen. Well, mine is previous gen. Anyway, we've got the next one. That's for you.
Claire Obscure Expedition 33 is an upcoming reactive turn-based RPG that will transport you to a beautiful, surrealist new world inspired by France's La Belle Epoque. I don't know. A period famous for its stunning and lavish contributions to the country's world-renowned culture of art. As a member of the expeditioners who are embarking on an impossible quest to end the paintress cycle of death, you'll journey through a vast and beautiful fantasy world where you'll battle deadly adversaries, befriend fabled creatures, and discover traces of those who came before. You can wishlist the game today.
Yep.
That sounds intriguing.
Yeah, it's turn-based combat. We haven't had turn-based stuff in a long
It's not even
time.
turn-based, it's reactive turn-based.
That's actually cool. I'll definitely suss that out. It's going to be on Xbox. You can wishlist the game today. It comes didn't say on a release date yet. No release date yet. So keep an eye out for Claire Obscure Expedition 33. Definitely a game that I would have to suss out.
Definitely.
Now, next one, Dragon Age. Now, originally, this wasn't called the Veilguard. It had a different name. But now EA has actually changed the title. It is now called Dragon Age The Veilguard. Meet the Veilguard for the first time in the new trailer. So, BioWare and Electronic Arts revealed a new trailer for Dragon Age The Veilguard, where we meet your team of 7 companions, each with their own rich history to discover and shape. Together, you will become the Veilguard. Expanding upon the Dragon Age stories, worlds, and characters from previous games, players will enter a vibrant land of rugged wilderness, treacherous labyrinths, and glittering cities. Steeped in conflict and secret magics, together with your companions, you will challenge a pair of corrupt ancient gods who have broken free from centuries of darkness and are hell-bent on destroying the world. Thaddeus needs someone that can count on, and that person is you. Rise as Rook, Dragon Age's newest hero. Be who you want to be and play how you want to be. Play how you want to play as you fight to stop the gods from blighting the world. Find out more on Xbox Wire. Another one that might interest you, because I actually really like the trailer for it. You've got the next one.
The long-awaited return from Ashen developer A44 is almost here. During the show, we announced that Flintlock: The Siege of Dawn will arrive on July 18th. Set in Belrieg world of Kion, you'll guide Nor Venek, a Flintlock weapons expert, on a quest to kill the rampaging gods that have invaded her world. Blending classic Souls mechanics with a brutal, fast-paced combat system, nor can use a combination of axe combat, flintlock weaponry, and magic, creating devastating combos. But you'll need the skill to survive. Pre-orders are open now, and a deluxe edition offers alternative outfits and weapon customization options. Thoughts on that?
Honestly, I reckon it's cool. Like instead of having like your traditional firearms and that flintlock freaking pistols, which again I do LARP, so I do have a rifle that is meant to be flintlock. It's one shot only. I love that concept, and I reckon that's really cool. Having blending the classic Souls mechanics with a brutal, fast-paced combat system. Now, whether or not if it's third person or first person, I reckon it'd be interesting to have a first person style Souls like experience. I reckon that would be absolutely amazing for that. I would love that.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that I'm not sure on with the thing that I mentioned before is that the deluxe edition offers alternative outfits and weapon customization options. What does that mean?
That sounds like pay to win.
I mean, it's. I don't think it's an online game, but so it's
No,
not
I
really
don't
pay
think
to
so.
win.
No,
I don't
but
know.
also-
Something just doesn't sound right with that.
Yeah,
But I could be
we'll
wrong.
keep an eye on
I could be wrong.
It's could be wrong. All right, so next one, which I actually watched gameplay for it. It looked really hilariously. It was over the top. Frag Punk. So this is a new game. It's a new competitive FPS. Fragpunk is a frantic squad-based 5 versus 5 hero shooter. So think Overwatch, where you set the rules and make games for every new round by activating power-up cards. With its debut at Xbox Game Showcase this year, Fragpunk rocks the hero shooter with a fast-paced combat and plethora of synergies and counterplays between over 70 shard cards, 10 heroes, 14 weapons, and 4 maps. So it looked pretty damn over the top. Like if Overwatch was just like told to go nuts with their budget.
I'm just sick of Overwatch style games.
Yeah, me too. I mean,
Overwatch has gone dead as well.
Yeah, Overwatch 2 because Overwatch original was shut down after Overwatch 2 launched.
It wasn't even shut down. It's just hell yeah, he's Overwatch 2. I paid for Overwatch.
I know. And the crazy thing is though, they just turned off the servers, and now no one can play it now. It's just dead. And Overwatch 2 is no different. It was meant to be like, it was meant to have like story stuff, meant to have all these features, and they just didn't add them because they just didn't want to do it. They just gave up.
Yep. I don't know.
I've talked a lot about Overwatch 2 in the past, and I was really
we both have. But yeah, I don't know, yeah, look, I'll give it a go, but
yeah, honestly,
I'm not interested.
No, neither am I. But yeah, Fragpunk. Suss it out when it drops. No release date on this article, but if you check out the developer's website, you can find out for other platforms and maybe a release date. Matt, you've got the next one.
Life is Strange Double Exposure brings back our original star. So, it isn't just a return for the beloved narrative adventure series, but a return for its original star. Max Caulfield, several years after we guided her through Acadia Bay, Double Exposure sees Max return later in her life. Now an artist in residence at the prestigious Caledon University. Unfortunately, Calamity is never far away. Max's friend Safi is killed and will be plunged into a full-on murder mystery with a supernatural twist. Max's original power to rewind time has morphed into the ability to entirely shift timelines, and will be exploring two parallel realities, one where Safi is safe and well, and the other in the wake of her death, in order to discover the identity of her killer. Life is Strange Double Exposure arrives on October 29th. And those who pre-order the Ultimate Edition will be able to play the first 2 chapters from October 15th.
So that drops this year. Damn, that's cool. Hell yeah.
I am very interested. Have you played the other Life is Strange?
I have not played any Life is Strange.
I played the first one with Max. But dude, I'm excited for this one. This sounds so good. I'm so keen.
So looks pretty cool. I'll give it a shot. See how we go.
Play the first one then.
Yeah.
Play the first one first.
Yeah. Mecha Break revealed. You can get to so literally if you're a fan, like we talked about this.
Sorry, what one's this one?
Mecha Break. This is that Armored Core style game with all the mechs and everything, like Gundam style. So Mecha Break is a multiplayer mech-based shooter that allows.
We spoke about this on Saturday, though, didn't we?
Yes, we did, but they showed off more for this.
Right.
So Mecha Break is a multiplayer mech-based shooter that allows players to choose from a variety of mechs, customize their appearances, and battle colossal war machines on treacherous terrain. Now, prepare for an adrenaline-pumping battles, lightning-fast maneuvers, and explosive firepower. Mecha Break's Xbox closed beta will be coming to Xbox Series X in August 2024, and will be available to all players next year. Mecha Break features customizable mechs, player-created mech pilots, a wide array of mech and weapon types, and 3 distinct game modes: a 6 versus 6 battlefield mode, 3v3 arena mode, and up to 60 player versus environment versus player mode. Put players in the pilot seat and create the ultimate mech showdown experience. Discover an array of attacker, brawler, defender, sniper, and support mechs, each with unique playstyles and toolsets. Players can personalize each mech with custom full-body paint jobs and upgrade attachments, enhancing their stats to suit their chosen playstyle. For the upcoming August closed beta test on Xbox Series X, the highlight game mode will be the 6 versus 6 battlefield mode. Work together with your team, engage in intense aerial and ground combat as you fight for the objective. Oh, you bastard, you get to read the next one. You bastard.
I finally get the good ones. I finally get the good ones. All right. Metal Gear fucking Solid Snake Eater shows off its new take on a classic. Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater creates deeply immersive world with enhanced visuals and sounds using the full potential of Unreal Engine 5. While keeping legacy controls and voice lines from the original title intact, a new third-person camera and control layout offers players an intuitive introduction to the beginning of the Metal Gear Solid saga as they step into the boots of Snake in a high-stakes espionage thriller. God fucking damn it. I'm so excited.
The fact that we're getting Snake Eater, like, a completely remade from the ground up using Unreal Engine 5, basically keeping all the original controls. Also, they've also kept the original voices as well. None of the new it's all original voices. No one's come back to say new lines or anything like that. They're keeping it as original. They're just upping the gameplay and just upping the graphics and making it look good. So they're not butchering the original story, which I am 100% for. Do not butcher the original Snake Eater. It is still a great freaking game. I would love to go back and play it again. But with this new one coming out, hell yeah.
Oh, right. Dude, I'm so keen. Like, you have no idea.
I love Metal Gear.
I love Metal Gear.
Metal Gear Solid 2 is actually one of my favorites, alongside Snake Eater. I did play the Phantom Pain. I don't know. That didn't feel like Metal Gear to me.
Really? I heard the Phantom Pain was pretty good. I haven't played it yet, but I've heard it's pretty good.
I just hate the fact of, like, the voice for Snake is Kiefer Sutherland.
So you're playing Jack Bauer?
Yeah, you're playing Jack Bauer, but it's freaking Snake. It's the big boss.
Does it have the 24-hour countdown clock countdown?
Din, 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 din. I remember that.
Fucking great show. If you haven't watched 24, go and watch 24.
Absolutely.
Anyway,
they beat The Sopranos in the ratings with 24.
Love 24. Anyway,
now Mixtape, Nothing But the Hits. This is a game coming next year. From Beethoven and Dinosaur award-winning developers of The Artful Escape comes Mixtape. On their last night of high school, 3 friends embark on a one more adventure together. En route to their final party together, a perfectly curated playlist draws them into a dreamlike reenactment of their formative memories together. Immerse yourself in the teenage wasteland, playing through a variety of narrative vignettes, exploring the pivotal moments that shaped them. The story is delivered through a mixtape of comedic, joyful gameplay. From skateboarding, to flying, to taking photos after hours at a theme park, and much more. It's the greatest hits of teenage friendship from the first kiss to the last dance. Similar to games like What Remains of Edith Finch, Mixtape ties its narrative to a unique vignette-driven structure that emphasizes variety, surprise, and comedy in its gameplay, featuring music from Devo, Roxy Music,
Wait.
Lush.
How did you pronounce it? Go back.
Devo.
Devo, buddy.
It says Devo. Devo.
It's pronounced Devo.
Devo. I thought it says Devo.
Do you know who they are?
No.
Really?
I don't know Devo.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. I'm gonna play it.
No, I don't.
I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it.
So, featuring music from Devo, Roxy Music, Lush, The Smashing Pumpkins, Iggy Pop. I cannot pronounce that. Something in the Banshees.
That's Devo.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I do know Devo then. Oh my god. So, Psyowix and the Banshees? I can't pronounce that name.
Which one?
See if you can. It's just after Iggy Pop.
Yeah, I don't know them. Joy Division, though.
Joy Division, I know Joy Division, and more. Mixtape effectively blends gameplay, narrative, and music. Join the crew on their last night together as they experience a mixtape of memories set to the soundtrack of the generation. I actually kind of like that. And I do like those type of games where it kind of music and kind of blending in a really awesome story.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, I mean, what is it exactly? What type of game is this?
I don't know. It seems to be like a narrative kind of story. Check out the trailer for it.
It's not a rhythm based game.
I don't know. Maybe, could be. I don't freaking know. Check it out though.
Yeah, all right. I'll definitely check it out.
Right, you get to read another one that I like too. This is kind of payback.
Yeah. The new trailer for Stalker 2: Heart of Chernobyl is here. Packed with brand new reveals, this trailer showcases the array of experiences awaiting players, from locations to encounters with mutants and
Archaeanomalies.
Thank you. And hubs. Places to have some well-deserved rest and prepare your body and gear for the next intense mission. In-game footage is mixed with narrative snippets highlighting the prominence of the non-linear story in Stalker 2: Heart of Chernobyl. The Time of Opportunities trailer is aptly named, reflecting the boundless potential that awaits within this unforgiving landscape. How will you see the zone, and how will she remember you? I'm done there.
Okay, there's another part as well.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, cool.
Look, I haven't even played Stalker 1.
Do you never played Stalker?
Nope.
Dude, my god, you need to play Stalker. It is.
Why do I need to play something when I live it in reality? No, I'm joking.
I recommend. Oh, fuck's sake. I recommend you check out Stalker. Such a highly it's a really hard brutal FPS survival. It's really interesting. I recommend it. So next one we got. Winter Bar is a cozy survival experience inspired by a love of nature. Build your dream bar and explore a charming snow-coated open world in Winter Bar, a cozy woodland survival game. As a tiny mouse, spend your days after adventuring through the brisk environments as you search for your lost auntie. Collect up resources to restore your childhood bar. Winter Bar merges comfy, cozy game elements with challenging yet approachable survival mechanics. Speed time in your bar, crafting cute decorations to match your surroundings, feel homely, knit cozy clothing to stay warm in the cold weather. Make sure you're prepared for those big days of foraging in the forest to stay up to date on all things Winter Bar. On all things Winter Bar, wish us the game on Xbox Store and follow Winter Bar on Twitter.
Step into the dark and tumultuous land of Shu in Wu-Chang, Fallen Feathers. This Souls-like action RPG launches day one on Xbox Series X and S and immerses players in the dark late Ming Dynasty. Ming! Sorry, I had to do Flash Gordon. Ming.
Oh my god.
A period rife with worrying factions and a mysterious illness turning humans into monstrous creatures. You are Wu Chang, a pirate warrior struck by amnesia and afflicted by
Ornithopy.
ornithopy, yeah, a horrific disease, but the source of immense power. As you explore the depths of Shu, you'll enhance your arsenal, master new skills harvested from fallen foes, and evolve your fighting style by sacrificing red mercury. Battle against grotesque abominations, drawing on ancient lore to challenge the creeping darkness that threatens the humanity that remains. As you piece together Wu Chang's lost memories, your choices will lead you to one of the several endings, each determined by the choices made, secrets unearthed, and the allies you chose. The allies you chose to trust. Will you reveal the truth of Wu Chang's curse and bring peace to Shu, or will you succumb to the enraging horrors? The fate of the land rests in your hands. Nothing is forever. God damn, that's really sick.
That sounds really cool. I'll have to suss out.
I do like that it's a choose your own adventure type thing.
Yeah, choose your. Yeah, that's cool.
That's really cool.
I definitely love to keep an eye on that. So now, next one, Diablo 4 Vessel of Hatred, brand new expansion pack for World of Warcraft. This game is coming to consoles
October 8th.
Yep. Now, you get to unleash the power of the Spiritborn, a new class that harnesses the mystical spirits of the jungle for swift and devastating attacks. The hunt for Nerella begins anew as she strives to thwart Mephisto's sinister plot.
Mephisto?
Dive into the jungle. Mephisto. Mephisto is confirmed. He's in one.
He's in Diablo.
Oh god.
Wrong franchise.
Wrong franchise.
God damn it, Feige.
Dive into the jungles region of Nahatu, where new dungeons, strongholds, and enemies await, along with new PvE co-op activity where you can team up to take down challenges for promising rewards. Plus, recruit new mercenaries to aid you in your quest, grow in power as they progress, and help you in combat with their unique abilities. Embrace the Shadows on October 8th. Vessel of Hatred is set to redefine your journey through Sanctuary. Pre-purchase now and unlock immediate in-game rewards. The darkness does not rest, neither should you. I'm not big on Diablo anyway.
I really wanted to try Diablo 2 years ago when it came out, and I just never got the chance to. It didn't run well on my PC at the time.
And then Diablo 3 came out, and it had oh god, the launch for Diablo 3. We're gonna talk about that. It never freaking happened in my mind. Worst launch ever. But
yeah.
Let's jump into it. Let's jump. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my god. We talked about it briefly. We're gonna go a couple more to go, and then we'll.
Because we're already at like an hour 20, so we need to keep
going. The showcase is pretty long. Right, let's keep going.
So let's just breeze through this quickly. Let's not read all the article. Yep. The Elder Scrolls Online invites you to discover Tamriel in a new trailer. Celebrating a decade of adventures with Tamriel's second era, the Elder Scrolls Online invites you to begin your epic story with a new trailer. Whether you're an Elder Scrolls veteran or a newcomer to the series, you can explore an ever-growing world, party up with your fellow adventurers, and discover why over 24 million players have now experienced the award-winning online. And that will be coming to PC and Mac June 18th.
Yep.
And on Xbox One and Xbox Series X and S.
Cool. Fallout 76 is getting a new DLC, Skyline Valley. Its release date was announced with a new trailer. So, in Skyline Valley's major expansion of the world map, you'll cross the Savage Divide and travel to the southern reaches of Appalachia. This Piscoesque new region, Skyline Valley, introduces fresh new locations to explore the woodlands once known as the Shenandoah National Park. You can finally seek out Vault 63. This new DLC will be coming to Fallout 76 June 12th, so that is today. So you can play it today. It's actually released today.
Woohoo! That's definitely something to do with
Yes.
the release of the game of the series. Has to be.
100% has to be.
Did you end up finishing the series, by the way? Nope. Okay, cool.
No.
Anyway, Sea of Thieves Season 13 update. Being bad can sometimes feel good. Rare showed off the dark side with a fiery new Sea of Thieves trailer, heralding the return of Captain Flameheart and inviting players to become the boss fight. An all-new world event will pit pirates against Flameheart's mighty flagship in order to seize it, raining fire on their foes with a skeleton crew at their command and repairing the rewards of their dastardly deeds. This will be coming out as part of Sea of Thieves Season 13, which will arrive on July 25th as a free update for all players on Xbox, PC, and PS5.
Sweet. That sounds cool. I watched the trailer for it. It looks pretty damn good. I like Sea of Thieves. It's a lot of fun.
I haven't
It's a
played
really
it yet.
awesome pirate game. It's actually really good. It's a lot better than what Ubisoft was trying to do with freaking Skull and Bones. whatever that
Ubisoft?
was. Yeah, Ubisoft. I'm gonna, sooner or later, I'm just gonna gonna be called it Ubisoft. All right.
Let's skip
next up.
Starfield because we already spoke about that.
Yeah, we talked about the Shattered Space reveal. The Darkness Calls on August 26th with the World of Warcraft: The War Within. Blizzard's Entertainment's 10th World of Warcraft expansion and the opening chapter of its most ambitious story arc in the game's near 20-year history. The War Within is set to launch August 26th. So this is going to be the first of the world. This is going to be the first of 3 new saga called the World Saga. It's going to draw you deeper into the mythology of the World of Warcraft. If you're interested, you can purchase this with a level 60 character boost and 60 days of game time for $24.99. That's United States dollars, so more for us. So don't miss out. Legendary Adventure. You can join the community today. Explore the wonders of Dragon Isles and face up for the War Within. Pre-purchase available now through the Battle.net. And
That's it.
that's it. Other than that, we have now got the Ubisoft Forward, which again will not be as long as the Xbox Showcase. The Xbox Showcase had a lot. Ubisoft Forward have a couple awesome announcements, a couple of bad announcements, and also some announcements that were missing. No Splinter Cell.
Yeah, I knew it was.
No Splinter Cell remake. So pissed about that. I'm sorry.
No, but there's a reason, and we'll get to that.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, so here is the Ubisoft Forward announcements. Star Wars Outlaws. So, Ubisoft Forward kicked off with a fresh look at Star Wars Outlaws and how the game's protagonist can improve her skills by hunting down experts to teach her new tricks. Beyond that, the gameplay video also showed off some outer space dogfights as Kay's ship, the Trailblazer, took on several Junk Rose fighters in an intense battle above Tatooine, and more details on managing your reputation amongst the major forces of the underworld.
Dude, the fact that we get to go to Tatooine again, go to Mos Eisley.
I hate sand.
It's coarse and it's rough and gets everywhere. Yes, Anakin. We know.
Okay,
I
so
swear to God, if they drop a sand joke,
although you know for a fact they probably will
they're
be.
gonna do it. They're gonna do it.
Are you excited for Outlaws?
Oh hell yeah! An open world Star Wars game. Give it to me, please. I've been wanting an open world Star Wars game a long time, and it's not about a Jedi. It's just about a smuggler, and it's like
that's what
really
I'm excited
cool.
for. I mean, when you're saying, been waiting for an open world. We've had an open world. We've had Fallen Order. We've had Jedi Survivor.
That's not really open world.
It is and isn't though. I mean, you
It's
can
just
kind of
very
say the
open.
same thing about The Witcher 3 though.
Yeah, but they're very open, expansive levels. There's a difference. An open world is meaning you can go to different planets.
Yeah.
Whereas with Jedi Survivor, yeah, you can go to different planets, but there are only set planets you can go to. From what we've seen of Outlaws, we can go to a lot of planets, more than what Survivor had, and more than what Fallen Order had.
Yeah, more than what Starfield had.
Right.
Yeah. Look, I'm really excited. I do like where this is going. I
Yeah.
just hope it pays off. I know there's been a lot of controversy. I know about that. And I know about, people just wanting to boycott Ubisoft in general.
Of course they do,
But
because they don't want to trust Ubisoft and
I
their
get
thing.
that. I understand that. But you know what, though? It's
Yeah,
not these
I don't.
developers' fault.
No, it's
Um,
not. It's not their fault. It's literally
and honestly, though,
it's
the game looks great, and
executives.
I'm excited.
The game
So,
looks really good. Yeah, the game looks really good. Right. So X Defiant. This is a new uh, first-person shooter, kind of live service. I've never heard of it. Big updates are on the way for X Defiant when it starts its first season in July. Players can expect a steady supply of maps, weapons, and a new capture the flag mode, and a new faction in the form of GSQ from Team Rainbow, where the new season drops July 2nd. I'm not really interested. Not really. Don't really care about X Defiant, so we can move on to another game that I don't think you really give a shit about anyway.
look, Skull and Bones will get some big content updates when players set sail in the game's upcoming season. New threats like the Habak twins and a colossal megalodon shark will test the seaworthiness of players, but they'll be able to upgrade their vessels, try out new fleet management tools, and further expand their pirate empire through seasons 2 and 3 of the game.
Makes it sound like it's a television series. Except it's a game and it's not good because they just took the aspects of like Black Flag and just put it's not a pirate game. It's straight up just it's a old school sea warfare game.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah,
And that's why I'm interested in Skull and Bones. They can literally say we have like awesome updates. Sea of Thieves had Pirates of the Caribbean as one of their story DLCs. And
yeah. I
it was
do like
awesome.
that. That's the one that I went. Ooh, I might
And it's
see if these a go
realistic
one day.
too. It's realistic because again, in Skull and Bones, you can play the game single player and you don't need a crew. Whereas with Sea of Thieves, for example, you need a crew in order to maximize. You can have a single ship, but it's a pain in the ass to have to sail the ship, get your cannons loaded on your own. If you have a big crew, you can. Someone could be manning the ship, controlling it.
Sea
Someone
of
could be
Thieves is
loading
an
the
online
cannon.
game, though. Hey,
Yes, straight it is.
right? Maybe that should be the next game that we play together.
Try
I
it
really
next
want to
week.
try it.
I know we should. Hey, dude, literally, we can just get the two of us. We'll try it out, see if we like it. And we'll get because me and Tara and Tony, we did try it, but Tara and I were really confused by it. Maybe we try again. Could work. See if we can.
Yeah, let's
See
try
how
it.
we go.
Yeah,
Right. Next
we'll
up,
organize a night.
organize a night. Next up, Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. This year marks the 35th anniversary of the Prince of Persia franchise, and Ubisoft has several announcements to make. First up was Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, which receives new divine trials,
Woo!
combat challenges, puzzles, puzzle challenges, and more outfits to collect today. In September, the game will also receive its first expansion,
Ooh!
Mask of Darkness.
Woohoo!
That's
I
in a couple months'
fucking
time.
loved The Lost Crown. I don't know about you. Did you like it? You only played it at PAX.
Yeah, I really liked it. I liked the return to 2D side scroller Prince of Persia like the original was. And honestly, it looks really good. I'm keen. Hell yeah.
I got myself a version of it. But honestly though, I'm probably gonna go out this week and buy it because I really want to play it properly. Look, man, I'm excited. I loved Prince of the Persia: The Lost Crown when we played it at PAX.
Yeah, same here.
In fact, I was one of the few that got quite far in the demo before.
Before you
it
had
shut
to,
down.
Didn't they tell you? Yeah, they like shut down saying, hey, thanks for
Your
playing.
time, your time's up. Yeah, blah 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 blah.
Time's
And
up.
the guy that's next to me goes, "You're the first person that's gotten this far, so I'm really interested." I'm like, "Sick, let's keep going then."
Right, you got the next one. It's another Prince of Persia game.
Yeah. So if you did like the Lost Crown, there's a new. Don't do that. If you did like the Lost Crown, you will probably like the Rogue Prince of Persia. Currently in early access on PC, the Rogue Prince of Persia, the upcoming and free Temple of Fire update for the game will add some substantial content. There'll be a new biome to explore, more weapons added to the prince's arsenal, and new enemies to test them out on.
Yeah, it's from what I've been told, it's like Dead Cells. And Dead Cells were really good. I enjoyed Dead Cells.
Yeah, I like Dead Cells.
Yeah, it's on Game Pass. I literally love that whole kind of like, you've got to get through it, try to get through enemies and that, and try not to die, because if you die, you go right back to the beginning.
Yeah.
Although there are certain little aspects of it, like, if you can have checkpoints, you can activate them and stuff like that as well. But it was pretty damn cool. I like the combat for it, so I might have to suss it out. Maybe. I don't know if it'll ever come to console because it's early access on PC.
It's only early access on PC. It will probably come to consoles once it's fully released.
And now, one I get to read, and I know you want to rip into this because you were pissed when you saw this. You even sent me a message about it when I was at work.
I wasn't really pissed, but
you the way you worded it, yeah. Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time remake. Finally, the long in development remake of the original Sands of Time is not going to be out anytime soon, but Ubisoft has penciled in 2026 release date for the game.
Bullshit.
Yep.
Bullshit. Absolute bullshit. The reason fucking why, and this is the same rant I gave to you. Back in 2020, it was saying it was coming out in January.
Yep,
Didn't fucking happen.
Yep.
Then they said, okay, 2021. Didn't fucking happen. Then they went, all right, you know what? We're going to take some time. And it's probably not even 2020. It was probably 2022. Sorry, 2021. It was supposed to come out in January. Didn't fucking happen. Then it was 2022. Still didn't happen. Then it was, we're going to take some time to work on it. And then we had fucking nothing. And then they gave us an update saying, we don't have a release date. We're changing people over. Okay. And then only last week we spoke about that there was a different developer on board that was doing the Splinter Cell remake to help these people out that are trying to remake this fucking game from over 20 years ago. And it's still not fucking coming out anytime soon. I say, yeah, look, let's fucking wait, let them cook, do their thing. I've let them cook for too fucking long. To make it 2026 is absolute bullshit. The fact, as you mentioned before, we're getting Grand Theft Auto 6 before we're getting a fucking remake of a game.
Yep.
It shouldn't take that long to do a remake port.
No, it shouldn't. I agree.
The fact we're getting GTA 6 before that is saying something.
It's staggering to me, the fact that they're still working on it. Like, it's a remake. It's not a new game. It's a freaking remake of an original game. Why is it taking this long? I don't get it. Like, this doesn't make any fucking sense to me.
It just angers me.
I know. It annoys me because I love the original Prince of Persia: Sands of Time. It's still available. If you buy a copy of it, you can freaking play it.
Dude, I bought it on Steam for $3 the other week.
It still holds up.
It's still a great game.
Yeah, it's still a great game, and yet Ubisoft is like just pouring
but
so much money into
here's the
remake.
other stupid thing, though. It's not like they're making things from the original. We had a HD remake back in on the PlayStation 3 days.
Yeah, we did. I remember.
So use that as your kicking off point. It's just mind-boggling. I don't understand why it's this long.
Yep.
Surely there's other shit going on behind the scenes that they're not telling us. It's just a joke. Anyway, that's my rant. That's Prince of Persia stuff.
Yep. All right, you've got the next one, buddy.
All right. Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora. It has been a hot minute since we've heard anything about Avatar, but you won't have to wait long to return to your Na'vi tribe. When a mysterious shadow looms in the sky and threatens the Na'vi clans below, it'll be up to you to face off against the RDA and protect the unity of the clans in Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora's first story pack, The Skybreaker, will be available starting July 16th. I still haven't played it.
Yeah,
But
right,
what
and
I've
my
heard, it's
brother-
pretty good and visually stunning.
Yeah, my brother-in-law, he's got it. He's actually got Frontiers Pandora. Yeah, he got it. He's got the game, and he loved it. He loved playing it. It was really good.
I'll wait till it's on Game Pass or something, and I'll play
Yeah,
it.
same. So, The Crew, which I'm actually shocked by, The Crew Motorfest. Shifting from Pandora to the streets, our new era of racing is set to begin in The Crew Motorfest. Year 2 will begin in November 2024 and feature a new island to explore, new vehicles to collect, new players to try out, and much more. I'm done with The Crew because of how Ubisoft freaking treated the originals and just completely just removed it and revoked the fucking license because Ubisoft is Ubisoft and nobody liked Ubisoft.
That's not the reason why, though. Wasn't it to do with musical licenses?
I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't remember why.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Let me have a look. Why did Ubisoft? No. Sorry, I'm still gonna laugh at that. Remove The Crew.
Just so.
While we understand this may be disappointing for players, it was necessary due to due to severe infrastructure and licensing constraints. Yeah, it's more of a licensing,
Yeah.
which is
Which I
why.
still think is.
Look, it happens. Sometimes it happens, where they don't they forgot to pay their licensing agreements, and then they've realized, and then they've
It's
paid
too
it off,
late.
and then it comes back up.
Yep, straight up. And also, it's just very disappointing because it's a game that people have purchased with their own money, and Ubisoft have straight up just taken it straight out of their library and had the license revoked because of what happened. It's just not cool. It's just unfair. They should pay that. They have the money. I know they freaking do. They're a multi-billion-dollar company.
They do have the money. I think it's just the fact. Yeah, as I said to you, there is so many games that these companies release. They do.
Yeah.
It does slip up here and there. But as
Yep.
far as I'm aware, I don't think the Crew's back on anything yet. Is it?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Let's check out Steam. Let me see. The Crew.
While he's reading it out, the next game, it's a strategy game.
Oh, here you go.
Next.
The Crew franchise. You can buy the franchise games. So you can only buy the Crew 2 and the Crew Motorfest.
You can't get the original.
No.
Original
But
Crew.
on Steam, you can get that bundle for $157.
Oh my god! Yeah, no, I'm good. I've read it. I'll spend almost $200 on Crew. Screw that.
What's in my cart? Just gonna check that. Ah!
Star Wars Outlaws.
No, it's actually Assassin's Creed 1 and Assassin's Creed 2.
Oh, okay. Original Assassin's Creed.
Continue to payment. Yeah, mate, I'm only paying $8 for it.
Hey, that works. That's freaking cheap as all hell. Alright. You've got the next one.
Give me one sec. Done. Fuck. Of course I got this one.
Of course.
Monopoly, the ultimate fantasy Monopoly, allows you to dream of owning a house and
Whoa,
several
whoa,
pieces
whoa.
of prime.
Whoa, you missed one, buddy.
Oh, I did too. You do that one. I'll finish off Monopoly.
Alright.
Allows you to dream of owning a house and several pieces of prime real estate. The popular board game is getting a digital adaptation for PC, and it'll be out in September. Thoughts on getting a digital version of Monopoly for PC? I don't give a shit.
It better be multiplayer. It
Oh,
better be.
it'll have to be.
I'll laugh if it's like, alright, you all have to gather around the computer.
It's riddled with microtransactions.
Every single time you land
Every
on fucking
every time you have to pay for someone's rent, it's
$2
coming out
rent.
of your actual pay.
banking. Oh, that'd be so freaking, that'd be so egregious. My god. Next one.
Hey,
Oh,
it's
no.
definitely called Monopoly then.
Yeah. Anno 117 Pax Romana. Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend us your ears. A new trailer for Anno 117 teased how you'll answer the call to become a Roman governor and guide the citizens of Rome to prosperity. You'll need to build, forge trading alliances, and cop that diem if you want the Albion and Latium provinces to prosper.
Oh yeah, I mean, sounds all right.
Now we're getting some good shit. For Honor. The new season of For Honor starts June 13th. Alongside the usual Battle Pass awards that can be unlocked, players can also now wield the mighty Muramasa blade of Master Katashi, the guardian of the Sion Bridge, and the fact you get to wield such a legendary freaking sword in For Honor, where already some weapons in that are OP. Yeah, that sounds freaking cool. Hell yeah.
Yeah, look, that sounds sick. Actually, I'm gonna lie.
All right, you've got the next one, and it's one that you get to talk about a bit.
Do I?
Yeah, we need to. We didn't talk about it that much in the showcase for Xbox. We can talk about it here because it's only a short brief, and it's just. Oh, do you want me to read it? Because you read it in the last one. Do you want me to read it?
Yeah, you read it. I mean, I
Right.
don't really think we should really be talking much more about it because there wasn't. We covered we covered most of it.
So yeah, they showed off more of the gameplay for Assassin's Creed Shadows at the Ubisoft Forward. It was more of an extended gameplay preview. Check back. We talked a lot about it in this previous stream. So if you get up to this point in the playback, when you watch this back, yeah, we've already talked about it. So we're going to continue on to what you want to talk about. That is the Apple live stream that they did.
We had the Apple event yesterday.
Oh God, yeah. Pray tell, because I don't have anything open for that because I really hate Apple with a passion. So pray tell, how was the Apple live event?
Honestly, fucking subpar.
Obviously.
There wasn't much to take away from it really for me. I mean, I'm not much of an Apple person anymore. I used to be, but I'm always interested in see what they're doing, what the company's doing, and all that. The biggest takeaway I think I had for it the most though is that Australia is finally getting the Vision Pro. Next month.
Okay.
Wow. That thing's gonna be fucking costly here, though. Yeah, I mean, are you going to get the Vision Pro?
Anything you say from now on about Apple, I'm going to ignore.
Please don't ignore. I need your input. I need your input.
Oh God.
Will you get the Vision Pro?
No.
I'm gonna ask again because I forgot to clip it. Will you get the Vision Pro?
No, absolutely not. I am not going to get I am not getting the Vision Pro. No.
Why?
Because I don't like Apple products, and I don't like the VR thing they have. I'd rather get something else.
It's because it's not VR though. That's what you're wrong. It's augmented reality.
I don't want it.
The stuff that they did show off though, really cool. I'm not gonna lie. So you can edit full on videos using Final Cut now in Apple Vision Pro. So I could sit on my couch, have the TV going, and I could still sit here and edit shit just in my living room without using anything like that, just with my eyes and hands. Awesome. I think that's a really cool thing to do. It was one of the biggest takeaways is just seeing some of the new stuff that they are applying to that. So yeah, they showed off some new stuff to do with the Vision Pro. I'm just trying to bring up the other stuff. Clean your photos. So they showed off a lot of stuff to do with the iOS 18 update. And the Photos app will get some additional setting features, some additional editing features, that will let you do things like make more elaborate enhancements to existing photos and remove unwanted people or things from the frame. These are all abilities that we've already had on Samsung and Pixel phones, right? We've had that for a while. Apple is also making photo organization cleaner. Its new Apple Intelligence features, yes, that's right. Their new AI software is called Apple Intelligence instead of artificial intelligence. Um, it will enable you to be better. It will enable it to better recognize people in your contacts and group them together so you can find photos easier. With
Mm.
Apple Intelligence, you can also search for photos with more natural um, search terms like pics of Gina pics of Gina riding a skateboard on the park bench. So what
Mm.
if you type that in, it'll actually go through, like, if you have, let's say you have like 30,000 photos in your phone, right? It'll scan through all those 30,000 photos. They'll know what Gina looks like because of your contact system, and then they'll see that there's the skateboard and all that.
Mm.
It'll find that quite
That's
quickly, actually.
That actually sounds pretty dang good. Not gonna lie.
The next thing that they have announced is there is a new emoji system that they've now added. So Apple is using its newfound AI capabilities to create custom emojis on the fly. It's called Genmoji. Lets you enter prompts to generate new emoji characters that match the mood of the message. You are
Mhm.
so you can mix up classic emojis or generate something that's new that's more specific to your needs. Want an eggplant riding a cheeseburger? You can probably cook that up too.
Oh God. This... I'm just thinking of all the like absolutely like terrible things they're gonna come up with, like custom emojis. I swear to God, people are gonna come up with some of the most outlandish shit just to
Oh
fuck with
yeah,
Apple's like augmented with their not their Apple Intelligence as they call it.
they're Apple Intelligence.
It's
Yeah.
artificial intelligence, Apple. Stop trying to come up with literally the worst freaking timed Apple Intelligence. I'm just expecting someone's literally just gonna come up with like a custom emoji of just an apple with a fucking pair of like geek like freaking nerd glasses on and call it Apple Intelligence.
Now, do you remember, Tyler, when
Mm,
we were really excited for when Material U was coming out,
yeah,
like the Samsung, where it's really customizes to everything to do with our phone?
yeah, I remember
Yeah. Well, it turns out that iPhones are finally now getting something like that.
that.
So
It took him like 5 years.
So many of the changes coming to iOS when an update arrives this fall have nothing to do with AI. The key theme was enhanced customization. And Apple showed off ways to better categorize your apps, arrange them on the screen to your liking, and control how um, how apps are accessed. Yes, this means you can arrange your app icons however you like. Now, changing their color and moving them to any location on the iOS screen's familiar grid. There's also support for hidden apps in a locked apps folder that can only be accessed through through Face ID verification.
You're
So,
gonna say through Facebook? My God, that's very good security right there.
well, no,
That's
this is the part I'm like, some of that stuff's kind of cool. So that the way they described it is, when you give your phone to someone if they want to quickly search for something, you're like, I don't want them to see certain things.
yeah,
You can lock that.
yeah.
The way they described that sounds great. The
Mm.
way everyone else that watched the event yesterday saw it went, cool. I found a way how I can cheat.
How so?
Well, as it says here, you can put in an OnlyFans section, lock that. They can't see that. You could have dating apps. You could lock that into the folder.
Mm-hmm.
You could have, certain type of other video websites
Yep.
and lock that behind that folder as well, and they would have none the wiser. So look, that part, I'm like, in theory, that's awesome. In practicality in the world, people are going to be fucking dodgy.
Yep.
So, there's also some new tapbacks as well. So there are also helpful updates to messages. A big one is the ability to schedule messages, a thing that Apple had somehow not supported before. And you'll also get the ability to style text, add fun text effects, and reply messages with emoji tapbacks. So that's something that I've been able to do on Google Messages for a while now. Is I can schedule a text message. So say at 6 a.m. every day, I want to send a message to say I had a partner, right? Say I had a partner. I could send them a message at 6 a.m. in the morning saying, "Good morning, how was your sleep, blah, 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 blah." I don't have to. I just set it to schedule that every day.
Okay.
And now Apple's finally catching up to do with that. Next thing is Apple's new operating system for Mac is called Mac OS Sequoia. The standout feature among those demonstrated today is called iPhone mirroring. It also allows you to sync your iPhone with your Mac and control nearly everything on the handset from your Mac screen. You can make calls, work within apps, and interact with your phone's home screen. Your phone remains locked while you do this. That's something that we've also had for a while with Android, is that you can do that with Windows, Phone Link. I will say, though, looking at it now, though, Phone Link is still a bit of a buggy mess compared to what I did see with the whole new stuff with the iPhone mirroring. The Safari browser will also get an update in Sequoia. There's a new highlights feature in the browser which can summarize the most pertinent information contained on a website or within search results. If you are searching for movies or music, highlights can instantly pop up with a preview of what you want to watch or listen to. The highlights feature can also provide directions to restaurants you are searching for, or surface menus and reviews in an instant, things like that. The iPads are finally updating. The main thing is, iPad's finally getting the calculator app.
I'm sorry. The fact that they literally did such a large segment on getting a calculator. I know there are other features in that, but it's a calculator. They're so happy that a calculator is finally being added to the iPhone.
Yeah, look, it's been 14 years since the iPad's been released, and you could have had the calculator app on there from the get-go. And this could have this new section of stuff to do with the calculator app could have been done through a software update with the iOS 18.
It could have been.
But the new feature is called Math Notes that lets you use the Apple Pencil or your finger to visually work out and solve math problems quite instantly. It's bound to be a godsend for kids looking to cheat on their math homework. But honestly, though, one of the things to do with it, though, is that you could have, and they display this, where you can have a math section where it's about what do you call it? Like finding the angle of a certain thing, and after you've done the sums of it all, you hit equals and it will show a graph. Not only that, once you change that the number of the angle, the graph also changes in instant time. That is thanks to the new AI, the new AI software that they are using.
Okay, I mean that sounds really cool. That's a cool concept. I like that.
The Apple Watch is also getting a Vitality update. So, sorry, not Vitality. Sorry, not Vitality. Vital Watch update. We'll get an update that gives the device new health tracking features compared to what's offered by dedicated sports watches like those from Garmin. A new training load app analyzes how hard you exercise during workouts and tracks your workout duration and how your effort changes over time. The new Vitals app passively monitors your health throughout the day and may even suggest you've been drinking too much.
Okay, interesting.
Now, on the security front, Apple is also creating its own dedicated passwords app across its OS platforms. It works like many other password managers, in that it allows you to generate strong passwords for all your logins. It keeps all your credentials in order by storing logins, passwords, and verification codes, and by flagging potential password leaks and security breaches. It's also available to Windows users on the iCloud for Windows app.
Interesting.
So I actually might take advantage of that.
Mm-hmm.
Apple's Payments app has a new feature that lets users transfer money far more easily than before with tap to cash. You can initiate a mobile payment and then just hold two phones together to transfer the money from one user to another. It'll make paying back friends for a round of drinks much easier. So literally, I say that my Game Boy Advance SP is my second phone, right? I have a request for $20 to payment for this. All you have to do is tap your phones like that, and the payment goes through instantly.
I like that. I don't think even Samsung doesn't even have that, don't they?
No. The only thing I was a bit skeptical about that is throughout the rest of the stream, they were cracking on about how your privacy is secure, everything is secure. Your security is just, we've got you covered. But when they showed that, they never mentioned anything about the security of that, though. So that part, I'm a bit like, how's that going to work? AirPods are also getting an update. So it will gain a new gesture control that lets you nod your head to answer an incoming phone call or shake your head to decline it. They're also getting better noise isolation and cancelling capabilities, so you can have more easily understandable conversations at your local Jackhammer conventions.
Oh, goodness.
Primetime TV Plus. Apple add a new feature software to its streaming TV platform. There are some accessibility updates, like better subtitles that appear when you mute right when the dialogue is spoken, or pop up if you rewind a segment to play it again. There is also a new Insights banner that pops up when you pause what you're watching. It shows you the names and faces of the on-screen actors as well as the characters they're playing. It can also identify any of the songs that are playing in the scene, like Amazon Prime Video does this too through a feature called X-Ray. The one thing that they do have, though, is if you like the song that you're hearing in the movie and you go into your Insight section, you find what it's called, you can add that to your Apple Music playlist automatically. So that's cool. I do like that.
That's cool. I'm down for that. That sounds like pretty damn good.
Back to the messaging section, though, they did announce, and this is the part that I think is really good, is if you are out in the wilderness, right, and you have no reception at all, or you get lost or something like that, you are able to now, well, once the iOS 18 comes out, you'll be able to still send text messages through iMessage or even SMS via satellite.
Okay.
So it's now connecting to satellite images. Sorry, not satellite images. To satellites to send messages if you've got no signal whatsoever. The biggest update for the Vision Pro, though, will be coming to spatial photos, which will include a feature that makes ordinary pictures look like spatial photos by giving them stereoscopic depth and movement. Apple is also enhancing spatial video, partnering with companies like Vimeo, which has a player available as a new app on the Vision Pro. Still no YouTube, though. Apple says the Vision Pro can run 1.5 million compatible iPhone apps. Apple is adding better hand gesture recognition to Vision OS and offering something called train support, which is meant to make the Vision Pro work better for people while they are traveling by rail. In the coming months, Apple says it's also making Vision Pro available to more countries like China, Japan, Australia, Canada, and the United Kingdom.
Okay.
And then the final thing that we were talking about before is, give me a minute, I'm getting back up to it, is, hang on a second, the Apple Intelligence. So
Apple. It's such a silly title.
Apple laid out a vision of how users will interact with these new AI features, keeping the focus on personalized tasks and underscoring the usefulness of the AI assisted capabilities. Apple says it can use AI to provide a highly personalized experience for you, the iPhone user, because its system is able to collate all sorts of information the AI has learned about how you use your device. This is where they really pushed it into it. Hang on. And I will say this is the stuff how Google should have done it. Apple's AI can help with writing emails, reports, and personal text messages, like most messaging apps can now on phones. The AI can also generate images inside messages that are informed by the context of the conversation you are having. If you and your friends are chatting about throwing a rooftop party, it can generate an image of what that party might look like. It can even generate AI images of people you are talking to. So, if you're texting your mum, the AI can sync with any photos you have identified as showing her face, and then use those to generate an illustration of her. If your mum is anything like mine, she'll deeply hate this. Apple's intelligence also has advanced writing tools that can generate full emails or messages or review what you've written to change the tone of a work email to help you avoid saying something you might later regret.
Mm-hmm.
The artificial intelligence tools will gain summarization features that can be used to give the gist of a web article or catch you up with. Give me a second. Give me one sec. It's just reloading. Give me 1 second. Siri is also getting an AI upgrade, becoming smarter and able to handle more complex requests and contextual awareness. So with that, you can now ask Siri to do a lot of things, obviously. But if you want to ask it something that's going to take a little bit more processing time, it comes up with a banner asking you if you want to use ChatGPT. And it's running ChatGPT 4.0. So I don't know. I think, look, overall, it was an okay event. Nothing too much to write home about, in my opinion. But there's a few things there that I'm like, I might use that. That would be cool. I like that idea. That's great. But yeah, not too much to write home about. Anyway, that was the Apple event. In a bit of a nutshell, we will have a Samsung event coming up soon as well. Thoughts on all that bit of content that I just gave you?
God damn, just like so much of that information. Because again, I'm not big on Apple. I'm not the biggest fan of Apple because I just don't like them as a company. I just don't like the iPhone. As I've said to you before, I'm not the biggest fan of the layout. I find it way too basic. It feels very restricted. It doesn't feel customizable at all.
Oh, it does now.
Yeah, it does now, but it took them too long.
I know.
It's taken them years to get this. Samsung's already ahead of them.
Yeah, they are. It was the first time I ever felt like walking away from an Apple event going,
this is shit.
They are behind. They are really behind.
They're really behind by years, like decades, and it's just shows. It freaking shows, and I'm pissed about it because what the hell, guys?
I mean, look, at the end of the day, I'm happy that Apple users are going to be finally getting some customization stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I think my girlfriend will like that. She has an Apple phone. She has an iPhone, and she loves it. She says it's a good phone. She used to have a Samsung phone. That was my old phone before I got this one.
I will say I have thought about getting an iPhone 15 at one point.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not
there
gonna
was a
lie.
time where I had this is going on a while ago, and I've told you before, but I had an iPhone. I had an iPhone 3GS.
Yeah, I had that, and then I had the iPhone 4S.
Yeah.
And then the 5, and then I fell off.
Yeah, after I lost my 3GS, I legitimately just didn't go back to iPhone, didn't go back to Apple, and I've stayed away ever since.
Yeah, fair. I don't even know why I changed it. I can't remember why I moved away from that.
Did your former partner have one? Didn't they have a
Didn't they have one?
They had an iPhone, and then I convinced them to go to Android. Um, she went to Oppo first because at the time, Oppo's software was very much. It was an Android phone,
Mm,
but it was
okay.
easy from moving people from iPhone to Android.
Yeah.
Because their software was very much almost identical in a way.
Do you find like with Android to be a much more easier system to understand?
No, it's fucking
compared to
complicated,
Apple?
man. It is very
Really?
complicated.
So
Oh,
Android
yeah.
I've always found Android to not be complicated. I've always found Android to be quite simplistic for me. Maybe it's just me.
I think if you never had an iPhone, especially recent iPhones,
yeah.
you'd be fine. But people that are coming from iPhones and they're used to what that's like, that ecosystem, moving from something that, as you said, felt very restrictive and very much, not customization,
Yeah.
customizable, actually, sorry, is the word. And then they're moving from that to a Samsung phone.
Yeah.
That it's mind-boggling because you got to figure out what the new software's like. You've got to figure out the new ecosystem.
Yeah.
And then you keep finding out shit that you go, I didn't even know I could do this. I didn't know I could do this.
That's what I do with my phone. It's why I miss my Fold because, like, I love getting a new phone and tinkering with it, having fun with it, learning everything. And I don't like to sit down and read a manual or anything like that. I like to get the phone, turn it on, and go through the settings, see what I can change and customize it for me. It's what I do. It's how I am with my phone. It's like, my layout for my phone, I know what everything is. Like, I look at it, I've got my folder for all my social stuff. I got a folder for all my tools. I got a folder for any shopping stuff. I got a media folder. I've got, the times for different cities, media player, weather. I've got my alarm set. It's just easy for me to have everything here, and that's why I think I like the Samsung because I can have a lot of different widgets and that. And I found with an Apple phone, particularly Apple phones of today.
Apple's now have only just recently kind of got widgets not that long ago.
Yeah, and I don't like the fact of there's no I don't like how you can, how you're meant to kind of open and close screens. There's no back buttons on the sides.
Yeah, that's the one thing I don't like is that you still have to constantly swipe them all to close them all. Whereas on Android, you have the close all, and it automatically closes that. I don't know why they have not added that yet. Still, that's still one thing. One little feature that would just be so useful. I don't know why they don't do that.
I don't know either. It kind of it scratches my head because I'm just like, why is it not in here? Why do I have to? I can have 10 apps opening. I just want to close them all. I can have many apps open without realizing. Go there and realize, I've got 20 apps open. I gotta go through this.
Let's see how many I've got open right now, shall we?
I just closed all mine. I close all my apps because I know that they drain my battery.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Yeah, right.
41. Fucking hell, you have 40 apps open. Close them all.
I just did.
Good. Were there any apps that you needed at this moment? No. Of course not. Your silence answered the question for me. How do you have 40 apps open? My God.
Forget to fully close them.
Dude, I check every time when I leave a screen to go to another screen. I'll have the max I've had open maybe is 15. 40? Oh my God. No wonder your phone dies so quickly. I see whenever you screen share and I see your battery percentage, it's 13%.
That's because I'm on TikTok a shitload.
I know. Also, good question. What's your battery percentage right now on your phone?
12.
Put your phone on the charger.
It's on the charger. It's just staying at a stable 12. It's not going up on this charger.
Is it a corded or is it wireless?
Wireless.
Such a pain in the ass to have wireless.
Not all the time.
Not
I
all the
mean,
time.
my corded one that I have in my bedroom is fast as hell. It's a 65 watt charger.
I know.
But yeah, look,
that's
that's everything with the Apple stuff.
everything with Apple stuff. We've gone over all of the showcases. This was a long one. I feel like this went on longer than our usual because we had a lot to cover. But good thing is we covered all the showcases. Summer Game Pass. Straight up, I don't think this year is gonna. I think for the rest of the year we're gonna get some freaking awesome games.
I don't think so.
Dude, we've already had so many awesome announcements.
We've had announcements.
I know.
That doesn't mean it's coming this year.
I still think there's some good games coming out this year, and also next year is going to be an awesome year for gaming.
Next year will be a great year for gaming. I don't.
Yeah,
just
there's
this year
still
it is not.
there's
The one
some
thing I am
bangers.
really looking forward to is the Nintendo Direct that's supposed to be coming out so very soon.
Again, we will do a video for that. We'll do a live for that and kind of go over it, everything. But, yeah, that's about it. We've covered everything for this show. God damn. What else you got? You got something else?
No, it's just that we know that it's coming within the next few days.
Yeah, so Nintendo Direct's coming up pretty damn soon. Stay tuned for that. We'll watch it and we'll report back to you on our.
What do you think will come out in the Direct? Nothing to do with the Switch 2, though. Remember
Nothing to do with the Switch 2. We know that maybe some updates with some games that they previously announced, like maybe like Luigi's Mansion, 2 remake that they talked about. They could hint at something with Zelda, maybe extra content for Tears.
You reckon we'll get
Kingdom.
Metro Prime 2?
Look, that game has been in a pipeline for a while.
Well, that's Metro Prime 4. Prime 2,
Yeah.
the Metro Prime 2 echoes the sequel to Metroid Prime, because we got the remake, the HD remaster of that game last year.
Yeah. It was okay. It was alright. I didn't mind it.
I mean, dude, it's Metro Prime. Good one.
Samus Aran, man.
I would like to see Wind Waker or
I would
Twilight
love.
Princess.
Yeah, I would love. I would love to see like Twilight Princess or Wind Waker. And it may seem controversial, and again, I know how much people love Twilight Princess, and I love it too. But I would love to see Wind Waker. I loved Wind Waker. I love the cartoony style for that version of Link. I like the semi-open world with the ship. He traveling across the ocean. I loved that, and I would love to see that with Wind Waker come to the Switch. I reckon it'd be awesome to play again. They did it with Skyward Sword, and if they do it with Wind Waker, that'd be cool. And then do it with Twilight Princess. To me, when it comes to Zelda, I still think that Twilight Princess is still one of the most gorgeous ones.
It's one of my favorite Zelda games.
It's one of my favorites too. I love Twilight Princess. I want more from that, and I'd love them to bring it to the Switch, full on remastered like they did with Skyward Sword.
Yeah. Oh, I agree.
That'd be cool.
I
agree.
completely agree. I'm very much looking forward to what this.
I'm
Direct's gonna
invested. I hope to God that they do something.
be. Yeah, so do I.
All right. That's it, guys.
Cool. All right.
We are done. We're gonna wrap this show up.
Well, you can follow us here. Oh, I don't know why it went to that like that. Oh my God. Give me 1 second.
And
That
just at
looks
the end
like
of the show, everybody.
shit. Give me 1 good second, my friends, because that looked horrible.
Not bad.
There we go. Oh shit.
Oh, you just can't catch a break.
Cannot catch a break.
Oh, no.
Here we go.
Oh my God, Matthew, shocking.
Oh,
Absolutely
good God.
shocking.
You can follow us here at Facebook at the Pixelated Popcorn Podcast, or on TikTok at the Pixelated Popcorn Podcast, where a lot of the clips from today's show will be up on there. Twitch as well at the Pixelated Popcorn Podcast, and YouTube Pixelated Popcorn Podcast. go follow us there. Sorry for the fucking shit. Then,
You just can't catch a break when it comes to technical difficulties. I swear to God.
no, I just forgot to change the way that the screen layout was for this one. Well, yeah. Anyway, that is us. That's us done for the show. My name's
Alright.
Matt.
And my name's Tyler. We appreciate your time here.
Where can they find you, Tyler? By the way, sorry,
They can
before I
find me on-
finish.
They can find me at on Instagram under TalentCos. Posting a lot on there. I've been working on some projects and that. Just kind of really just fixing up some things more than anything. I'm not really working on anything new per se. I'm just fixing up things. And Matt, where can people find you?
You can find me on TikTok under Smart Talk or on Instagram as Imagine Pixels.
He's a photographer, and if you like his photographs, he's taken some photos of me at PAX, particularly last year, and other people as well. Go check him out. If you like your smart technology and you're interested, check him out on TikTok under Smart Talk. He's got some really good advice on there. Highly recommended. And he's got the podcast. I think you get the podcast for Smart Talk.
I've done one episode. I've been waiting for
one
tech
episode.
announcements because it's been dead for tech news.
Yes.
But after this Apple event
Yeah, you're gonna
and
do
the
a full
Samsung event
breakdown.
coming up very soon,
Yeah.
it's going to be a bit busy soon. So keep
bet
an
it will
eye
be.
out on that.
Alright.
Anyway, to close off the show, once again, my name's Matt.
And my name's Tyler.
All right, guys. Catch you guys later. Bye.
See you later, guys. Bye.